Hello and welcome to our preview of the Premier League season. We're going to now focus on Burnley, who are our second favourites for relegation. They came 16th last season and are one of the tips for many people to struggle this year. I'd like to speak to Ben on his thoughts on how they'll do this year.
Yeah, hi Jason. Like you said, they're second favourites and well fancy for relegation. They're available at 13 to 10 if you fancy that. They lost Michael Keane over the summer, who was probably arguably their best player last season. Andre Gray's also been linked with a move away, while George Boyd has left for Sheffield Wednesday. They've brought in Phil Bardsley, Charlie Taylor, Jack Cork, and John Walters. They've got three players there who are Premier League proven, solid players, decent. They're going to make life tough for you. Charlie Taylor was good left back at Leeds, highly rated. He missed last season through injury, but he's a decent addition. At Turf Moor, they had a brilliant home record last season in the first half of the season. But from February onwards, their form dipped. In general, their away form wasn't there all season, but they won 2 of 15 games from February onwards until the close of the season, which doesn't really bode well going into the new season. They seem like they're going to struggle to score goals. Their style of play is quite direct. They miss out the midfield. Their midfield is there to protect the defence. It's quite combative. They get close to people, put challenges in, but they don't really get involved in the game, get on the ball. They're looking to Sam Vokes, Ashley Barnes, John Walters up front. They'll be quite direct, like I said. How do you think they're going to fare, Jason?
I think they're really going to struggle. I think 13 to 7 is a decent price. I don't think it's a great price, but I think the bookies do understand that Burnley are going to have a bit of a second season syndrome this year. A rigid style of football, which can work for a year. I think a lot of teams will work out Burnley. I think they did work them out at the end of the season. I think a win away at Crystal Palace last year did keep them in the division. They started so well, beating Liverpool in the second week of the season. The home record was superb. At one point, it was in the top 4. But that kind of football does get worked out. And I think losing Michael Keane, he was their absolute warrior at the back. He was superb, clearing so many balls, putting his body on the line, and also being a very good footballer. And he was able to transport the ball up to the pitch to Sam Vokes and Andre Gray to fight for. And playing 2 up top did work, but I think Andre Gray is rumoured to go. And if he does leave, then that is 15 goals that they will lose out on. And I'm not sure they'll get a better player to fit their style of football. I also think Joe Barton is also a loss. His set-piece delivery is fantastic. And I think Burnley may be one of the teams who will be fighting for relegation at the end of the season.
Yeah, like you said, Michael Keane wasn't only a great defender for them, his distribution was brilliant. We saw that in the England friendlies he played in over the summer. They haven't really bought a replacement either of Sean Dyche. They're going to have probably Tarkowski's going to come in. I saw a bit of him at Brentford a couple of years ago when they had their season when they got to the playoffs. He's a decent footballer. He's quite big. He's physical, but he's obviously not of the quality of Michael Keane. So, yeah, overall, like you said, they look like they're going to be set to be in for a tough season this time around.
Yeah, I'm surprised because I thought Sean Dyche had learnt from his first season in the Premier League last year, where they bought Jeff Hendrick and Stephen Defoe. He gave them a bit more ability in the central stand of the pitch. I thought they played a lot better football than they did in the first year. Perhaps I thought they were able to create more. It wasn't particularly great, but it was better, and they had more goal scorers and combative central midfielders. While this year, I don't really think the recruitment has been as good. I think John Walters is kind of an archetypal Burnley player. I don't really think he's going to bring another layer to their play. I don't think he's going to, give them many more points. I think he's another Ashley Barnes, Andre Gray. I don't really think he's got that extra ability to take Burnley forward. I think Charlie Taylor is a good signing. I think Jack Cork as well, but I don't really think they've got the goals in them. And 3 lowest goal scorers went down last season, and I think Burnley are going to need to do something in the last couple of weeks in the market to stay up this year. They need goals, and I think they need more from the central period of the pitch. They need a lot more goals in them, and right now they are going to struggle, and Dyche has got a big job on his hands to keep Burnley in the Premier League.